It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. the man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Ball again on 2nd down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They send the tight end Davis in motion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They go play action with Wilson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's Wilson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, team.
Now Wilson on first down.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Devin Duvernay.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Jets will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and bringing it in, it's Davis. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Dances by him.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the